I asked this question last night. How many people here were here last year? And how many people here were not here last year? So in this room right now, that's about 50-50, which is amazing for me. It shows that a load of people came last year and went, yeah, this is really great. I'm going to come back again. And then the other 50% of you, hopefully, heard some really good stories and decided you wanted to come this year. So welcome to CommCon. So this is the second year of CommCon. Last year was a complete and utter, let's do this really wacky thing and see whether or not anyone comes. No one had really done a residential conference in the open source VoIP industry. I come from a web world, and they're fairly common there. And to me, these are the best conferences. You were all having fun doing segways and archery last night and crossbows. Hopefully you all kind of talked to someone new. And hopefully you'll carry on doing that throughout the whole conference. So my vision, this is going to be really boring for everyone that was here last year, but basically I wanted everyone to be able to come together, meet someone new, talk to every other person at a conference. It's not difficult to do. We're here for 3 and a bit days. Everyone looks at the dates and goes, oh, that's a really long conference. That's like 5 days. And I'm like, no, read the small print. It's Sunday night through to Thursday morning, and you can leave whenever you want on the Thursday morning. You can stay here until 11 or even like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and enjoy the gym or whatever. But really, it's 3 and a little bit days. And so it's not difficult to speak to just over 100 people in 3 days. So that's my task for all of you. Go and talk to someone that you've never spoken to. At every single conference that I've ever been to, we are all guilty of this. We go to conferences, and then at the end of the day, we're kind of tired, and we don't really want to talk to someone new. We don't want to go through that effort, and so we end up going for dinner with someone that we already know. Where's the networking in that? Where's the meeting someone new in that? So you don't really have that excuse here. Everyone is here together. There's evening activities. There's loads of breaks in between talks. So go talk to someone new. Go make a good new contact. So that's my vision. Sponsors. This event does not happen without sponsors. It's so important to have support throughout the whole industry. And I'm so lucky to have amazing friends at Simwood. So Nimbleape is my business, if you don't know me. Simwood are a wholesale VoIP company in the UK, but they're branching out throughout the rest of the world. They've got numbers everywhere now. So if you need wholesale minutes, go and speak to Simwood. Are Fraser and Kathleen here yet? Are they just outside? Right. So Fraser and Kathleen are here from Simwood, and you should definitely go and talk to them if you need those services. On our gold level, we've got Toulouse. So Toulouse, I've got to say, Perry, wherever you are, last year I announced CommCon, and literally 10 minutes later, Perry went, here's 10 grand. This year, I announced CommCon again, and again, Perry was the very first sponsor to go, here's some money. So Toulouse make PJSIP. They are UK-based, and they are a fabulous company. And then new in this year, we've got the team from SIPgate, who are just over there. And SIPgate do amazing things with all things VoIP, really. Go and talk to SIPgate. They're based in Germany, but they have UK business as well. And then our silver sponsors, we've got CoolStats, Nexmo, Full Rate, and Xeron. I have to apologize to Xeron. Throughout all of the talks, you'll see like a looping sponsor thank you. Xeron's not in it, because Xeron came in literally 2 weeks ago and went, here's some money. I'd already made my videos by then. So Xeron won't be in those looping videos, but you should go and say thank you to Xeron anyway. And community. To me, yes, platinum, yes, gold, yes, silver, they give the most amount of money, but to me, community sponsors are the best. So we've got Cloud Onyx, we've got FreeSwitch by SignalWire, We've got Dractio, Sure VoIP, 8x8 by Jitsi, Jitsi by 8x8, FreeSBC by Telco Bridges, Frozen Mountain, LOD, and Wazo. I'll tell you why these are the best sponsors. They gave me money without anything, like no return whatsoever, other than being up here, like flashing through. Like they don't get banners, they don't get any of that other stuff that all of the others have given me money for. They didn't get a ticket included in their sponsorship. This is just money to go, yeah, we want to support the project. So thank you to them, all of them, from the bottom of my heart. Right, all the boring stuff's kind of out the way. Not that sponsors are boring, but let's get on with it, seeing as I've got 8 minutes left if I want to stay on time. So the Wi-Fi is CommCon. The password is CommCon 2019 with the capital C's. The Wi-Fi should be pretty rock solid all week. The session agenda, so there is an agenda on commcon.xyz, or XYZ for you Americans. However, there's a ton of other stuff on that page, like sponsors and how to get here. You're already here. You don't need to know how to get here. So you can go to sessions.html, and there's a link on the main page if you just want to view the thing. I don't believe in printing all of this stuff. It's a waste of paper. We've all got phones. We've all got laptops. Refreshments. Just outside in this corridor here, there's a drink station that has coffee, tea, soft drinks, and water all day, and it should all be fully stocked pretty much every time you go out there. Fire alarm. There will be a fire alarm today, hopefully between 10:45 and 10:55. It's actually scheduled for 11 o'clock, which is during a session, so we've asked them to move it. Hopefully they're going to move it. Otherwise, during a session, there'll be a fire alarm. So hopefully it's going to be between 10:45 and 10:55. Do not evacuate at all, just sit or stand or whatever. If the alarm sounds at any other time, please leave by your nearest fire exit. Workshops today. So in here, we've got a workshop by Rob Pickering, Jason Berryman, and Eliza Camber. I can't remember the title off the top of my head, but they'll tell you later. It's a VoIP workshop using Dractio, parts of it. I'm looking at Rob. Asterisk today, Dractio tomorrow. Okay, Asterisk today. So that's a more VoIP-centric one. And then Tim Panton is in the schedule for being in the Dome, but he's not going to be in the Dome. There's a little room there called the Wallace, and that's where Tim is going to be, because it's got a flat floor, and like if you want to drive little robots around using WebRTC and stuff, one of those, Tim's right at the back, then Tim's session is the one to go to. Lightning talks. If you want to partake in lightning talks at the end of the week, so they're going to be 7 minutes long, and to a degree, if you submit something and I don't think it's inappropriate, you can talk about it. So like I said to Randy this morning, if he wants to get up here and jam for 7 minutes on a guitar or something, then he can do that. If I want to get up and talk about solar energy and Tesla cars, I could do that too. It doesn't have to be RTC related whatsoever. So if you want to do lightning talks, then go to that link and submit your lightning talk, and I will come find you at some point and say, yes, that's fine. Yeah, if you put something in that I don't think is appropriate for the conference, then I won't accept it. Trouble. Come see anyone with a black lanyard, or come to the Pollard room. The Pollard room is just outside in the corridor. So the black lanyards, I should have told you all of this last night. The black lanyards is me, Sandra Mooney at the front there, and David Duffett, who is there. So come see any one of us, or find someone from hotel staff, and they will find one of us. That brings me on to our code of conduct. I put this slide in last year, and it was requested to be put in this year. Don't be a knob. If you're not English, then you might not know what that means. Basically, it means, how do I put that without? Don't harass people. Don't be an idiot. Our official code of conduct is on the website. It's very, very prominent. I put it in all of your welcome packs. I will chuck you out without a refund if you do something that I deem is inappropriate. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much. I have 4 minutes left. So I'm going to carry on talking, and David can come up here. I'm going to talk about David for a second. And David can come up here and get ready for his session. So David, if you don't know David, David is probably one of my longest contacts in the VoIP industry. He came and gave me my Asterisk training probably 10 years ago, or just under. I was working at a company called Holiday Extras, and we sold airport parking at the time. And we were moving over to Asterisk and moving over to this new-fangled thing called VoIP. And I'd written this Node module that interacted with the Asterisk manager interface, this really antique interface that, like, it's like new line delimited, and it was great in its day, but it's not so great now. So I made this module that talked to the AMI in Node, and then wrote a server that kind of interacted between the browser and Asterisk and did really cool things. And David came and gave me my training and went, "Oh, this is really cool. I don't think anyone's done this before. You should talk at AstraCon." So I submitted a talk to AstraCon, got in, and then I think I've spoken at every single AstraCon since. And so really, all of this is David's fault, because I would never have done any of this stuff without David kind of prodding me in the right place. So David's going to give us a talk about open source and the cost of open source, which is a topic really, really close to my heart at the moment with all of the changes that are happening within the open source space. So, like 8x8 own Jitsi, for example, SignalWire own FreeSwitch. Like, I'm not... yes, FreeSwitch is still an open source project, but it's owned by this corporate entity now. It's the same with Asterisk. Asterisk is owned by Sangoma. So I completely get it. Like, all of these projects that don't really make money need a caretaker, but we need to be doing that in the right way. So I hope David's going to kind of talk about that.
In a roundabout way.
Right.
In a roundabout way.
So I'm going to leave you with David 3 minutes early.
3 minutes early. Boy.
And I hope everyone has a really, really great time. Any problems, come see one of us. We will sort it out. I want you all to just have fun and enjoy 3 days in the countryside at an amazing venue. Who had fun last night doing archery and segways?
Segways.
Sweet.